Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a fabulous week. Today I want to talk about the power of meditation, mindfulness, and visualization to help with stress, how it can affect chronic diseases, and how you can use these tips to help stress levels in general, even if you don't have a chronic disease. Let's dive in. So I recently came across a research article that studied the effects of mindfulness-based stress reduction on psychological stress linked to people with chronic diseases. They even did a 6-month study on mindfulness and meditation as it pertains to lupus patients and how lupus is affected by psychological stress. Not only did scientists see a significant improvement in symptoms and illness perception, they also saw improvements in psychological health and significantly lower levels of inflammation and pain in return. I love that over the past few years, people have been seeing more Western medicine practitioners incorporating mindfulness and meditation into treatment regimens. There's literally empirical evidence that shows lessened stress, depression, reduced loneliness, downregulated central nervous system inflammation, and improved immune responses to chronic inflammatory conditions like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, IBS, and asthma. It gets even better. Chronic stress can affect your microbiome. Okay, that's not what gets better. What I meant was stress is directly related to your gut health. When you're stressed, you're in fight or flight mode. And what happens is it triggers stress hormones that disturb your microbiome, causing stress throughout your body and leading to all sorts of havoc from high blood pressure to diabetes. Your gut produces anti-inflammatory chemicals through your gut microbes and mediates neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters help regulate your digestion, the movement of intestines, blood circulation, gastrointestinal immune system, and nutrient absorption. There's more. Neurotransmitters also help control your emotions and brain function. So imagine what happens when all those things are affected by stress. But when you meditate, you're keeping those stress hormones low, the microbiota happy, and the neurotransmitters firing normally, which in turn suppresses inflammation. Now, this is not to tell you to stop taking your medications and find other healthy ways to take care of your body, like exercise and a healthy diet. But I do know people who have used meditation to get so attuned with their bodies that they've been able to not only heal health issues and injuries, but they've also been able to stay completely away from medication and Western medicine altogether. Whenever they do get sick, which is rarely, they're only sick for a few days and completely get over it. I've actually noticed a few times where that has happened to me, for instance, with COVID or like an arthritis flare. Meditation also helps release pent up energy that doesn't serve you, whether that manifests as stress, physical ailments, or negative emotions. Now remember, you only need a minimum of 15 minutes a day, but the more often you do it and the longer each session, the more long term and consistent benefits you'll see. Now that you've heard the science behind meditation and mindfulness, I want to introduce another technique that studies have shown can help your chronic illness and or keep general stress under control. It's visualization. Scientists discovered that by visualizing something relaxing and happy, you can actively multiply areas of the brain's neural networks and trigger physiological responses similar to actual experiences without actually having experienced it at all. This is because the brain is so good at visualizing that it can't differentiate between real and imagined scenarios. They did a study where they had one group of pro basketball players practice for hours every day and one group just visualize playing every day. And the result was that the visualizing group actually played better on the court. So when people visualize calming scenes or experiences, the body responds by lowering heart rate, decreasing blood pressure, decreasing stress hormones, and physiological responses, reducing muscle tension, thereby lowering stress. You even decrease your levels of cortisol, which is the ultimate stress hormone, and increasing the production of feel-good neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. These biochemical changes contribute to an overall sense of well-being and help build resilience against future stressors. It's important that when you use this technique for stress, you create a safe, relaxing space in your mind. I like to imagine an island with beautiful big clouds and a slight breeze, and all you hear is faint waves, sounds of waves. So when I'm feeling stressed, I take 15 minutes to go to this place. There's more. When you're doing this visualization, what enhances your experience and takes it to a whole other level is also using other senses. I mentioned sounds, the feeling of a light breeze. I could say the sand feels warm on my feet. I smell the ocean and the warm air on my skin. When you engage all of your senses, you turn on the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest system, which slows your heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and promotes a state of calm and relaxation. So I recommend trying that for even 5 minutes at first. Again, just like meditation, you want to make sure you're incorporating this into your daily practice. If meditation doesn't work, you can always just focus on visualization, which still has similar benefits. With long-term practice and consistency, both can improve emotional regulation and emotional responses to stressful situations and anxiety. Regular visualization practice also enhances your coping mechanisms. Not only that, you're going to see positive physiological responses when done correctly and consistently, also known as the mind-body connection. Just like when you're working out, experts say to really connect your muscles to your mind, same idea. I started practicing more regularly to help improve my sleep since my sleep medications have not been working for me. You can also combine your relaxation techniques, so doing visualization, yoga, and meditation, not necessarily all at once, but dedicating time to them at different times of the day. And lastly, whatever or however you choose to practice, always make sure you're being patient with yourself and you find a regimen that works specifically for you, because this is not a one size fits all. And that is all I have for today. Thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my other videos in the link on meditation, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.